Chancellor, Sadguru Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, our Amma. Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, esteemed faculty colleagues, beloved parents and dear students, good afternoon to all of you. It's indeed my pleasure to stand here once again today, this time to welcome a different set of dreams into the Amrita family. Welcome to SWAGATHAM 2026, the student induction program of our Amrita School of Engineering here at Amrita Vishwavidyapitham Chennai campus. This afternoon, we welcome our 4 new BTech program students from BTech ECE, BTech CCE, BTech Mechanical and BTech Robotics AI engineers. 4 disciplines that between them build almost everything you can see, touch and drive. Since our Chennai campus opened in 2019, this is our 8th batch, and I feel myself proud and fortunate to have welcomed every single one of them in person on this very stage. Right. Let me take a moment to welcome the people sharing this stage with us today. First and foremost, it's my true privilege to welcome His Holiness Sambhuja Vinayamritananda Puri Swamiji, our respected Administrative Director, who presides over this afternoon function and will deliver the benedictine address. In addition to leading us as the Administrative Director of Chennai campus, Swamiji has been serving as the head of Mata Amritanandamayi Mat, Chennai for nearly 30 years. Swamiji is mechanical engineer himself by qualification, right? So for the past 37 years, Swamiji has devoted himself wholeheartedly to the spiritual practices and humanitarian work inspired by Amma. We are grateful that today Swamiji will deliver benedictine address. I'm sure his wisdom and guidance will surely inspire our students as they begin their new academic journey. With the sincere pronouns, I once again offer a warm and heartfelt welcome to our Swamiji. Welcome, Swamiji. It's my absolute honor to welcome our esteemed chief guest, Srimati Lakshmi Menon, CEO of the New Indian Express. Madam, we are truly honored to have with you today. For nearly 3 decades, she has been one of the steadiest hands in Indian media. 25 years of those with the New Indian Express group alone, where she rose through circulation, sales, and product strategy before taking the helm as CEO. She holds a postgraduate degree in international relations from JNU, and she has built a career on understanding not just markets, but people, what they want to read and why it matters to them. Ma'am, your journey is proof that engineers are not the only ones who build the systems that scale. Leadership, strategy, and an instinct for what an audience needs or their own kind of engineering. We are delighted to have you share that perspective with our students today. Once again, we are so proud to welcome you, ma'am. Welcome to our Chennai campus again. It's always a pleasure to welcome back our own Dean of Engineering, Dr. Shashangan Ramanathan. Dean sir spent closely 2 decades in the semiconductor industry in the United States before choosing to build something big here at Amrita. And he has been part of this Chennai campus story since day one, including every edition of SWAGATHAM since 2019. If there is one person on this stage who can tell you exactly what the next 4 years will demand for you, what is that roadmap you want for the next 4 years, it is him. Dean sir, welcome once again. Thanks for coming all the way amidst your busy academic schedule. Finally, I am delighted to extend my warm and heartfelt welcome to our beloved campus director, Shri I.B. Manigandan. Sir, your steady leadership and unwavering commitment has shaped this campus into what it is today. So thank you and hearty welcome to you, sir, as well. Students, let me tell you all where you have landed. This is Chennai for you, the city they call the Detroit of Asia. Ford, Hyundai, Renault, Nissan, Ashok Leyland, Royal Enfield. Nearly every major vehicle you see on the Indian road was designed, tested and built within an hour's drive of where you are sitting right now. And it isn't just automobiles. Chennai is also one of India's largest electronics manufacturing hub, home to plants run by Samsung, Foxconn and Nokia, and to chip and product design centers for companies like Texas Instruments, Qualcomm and Renesas. Whether you are here for mechanical, robotics, electronics and communication, or computers and communication engineering, what I have said are not just fun facts. In fact, this is your backyard, this is your backyard, your internship pipeline, your first job. I tell you, our own Chennai campus reflects that same hands-on spirit here. At our campus, we put career readiness, students, this competency readiness at the forecenter of our academic and research ecosystem. Everything revolves around this competency readiness or career readiness of our student. Whatever is not adding value to that, we call them as a non-value addition process. We are willing to remove them, right? So just to emphasize what that academic rigor and research ecosystem that we have, perhaps I might take a handful of some student achievements I can share here. See, our students have won first place, runners-up and best design award at the most reputed IDC Robocon, the International Robotics Design Contest. And our students taken the winner, runners-up and chairman's award at the reputed SAE Design Challenger 2 years continuously. They won both first place and best design award at SAE Autonomous Drone Design Challenge. Our students have won first place at the Amravati Quantum Valley Hackathon held in Vijayawada, which was organized by Government of Andhra Pradesh. Also, our students team won at the TNY's Hackathon run by Tamil Nadu government. They also walked away with another 50,000. And we had one of our students, Miss Y. Tanya from ECE. She won rupees 1 lakh at the Pan India competition run by FAER Bangalore. And right now, while we speak, one of our teams is the finalist in the ISRO IROCU Drone Challenge, which is known as Government of India ISRO Robotics Challenge, one of the toughest competition in the country. So the finals are underway this very week right now at ISRO's own headquarters in Bangalore. From 550 teams in the first round, they got selected into 50. In the second round, only top 20 teams have been finalized. Our team is there, right? So 2 of our mechanical engineering students didn't stop at winning competitions. They started a company named Vimana Aerospace. Now they are building AI-enabled autonomous drones for surveillance and smart farming. Our students already hold, yes. Right. So our students already hold more than 36 design patents. I tell you, in the last calendar year of 2025, from Jan to December alone, 275 research papers have been published by our students alone. I am not counting here faculty-led papers, of which 45 of them have been published in the top tier international journals. These are all unheard of at the undergraduate level. I am so glad that our students are really, setting the higher scale. 3 of our faculty students seem to have turned their research into registered startups through our Amrita Technology Business Incubator, and some of our researchers right now on exchange programs, deep exchange programs in Taiwan. And just so you know that what's possible exactly from where you are sitting, Last year, your senior, Sai Sudik Reddy, walked away with a package of 80.5 lakhs per annum from Amazon. The highest any Amrita student has ever received, So that is what we have got it from the Chennai campus. So the point we are making is the list goes on. For the paucity of time, I stop here. The point I'm trying to say is here, we have consciously built this academic rigor and research ecosystem, we have built. So this is the family you have joined. This is what your seniors have built. I have no doubt you will build much higher, right? Now it's time for me to speak to a few minutes with your parents. Dear parents, those who are joining this afternoon live online through YouTube. Dear parents, first of all, big thank you. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for trusting Amrita. Handing over your child over to a university is not at all a small thing. You have trusted us with someone you have spent 18 years raising, and we understand the responsibility that comes with that trust. We are committed at Amrita to giving your children the best possible learning experience and making Amrita their second home. Parents, hope you have already received the parent information guide for your wards department. Please do it, do read it closely. But let me pull out just what matters most. As a principal, it's my duty to read out a few other points, the notice of the parent. Dear parents, register on the Amrita parent portal as soon as you can, because parent portal is the fastest way for you to track attendance, marks, grades of your wards wherever you are. If something needs attention, there is a clear path. Your first point of contact is class advisor first, then the program chair, then the chairperson for your academic concerns. We will send progress reports at least twice a semester, and we would genuinely love to see you on campus at least once a semester too, not just for a meeting, but to see where your child spends their day. Attendance matters, of course, a minimum of 75% in every course to sit for exams. So please do keep an eye on that portal. When your child wants to join a club, chase a hackathon, or take on an internship, say yes, because that is not a distraction from their education. In fact, that is their education. Parents, few more practical notes. Please keep your contact details updated with us. Whenever you change your mobile phones or your communication address, please keep them updated here. If you ever sense your child needs support, academic or otherwise, our class advisors, our Office of Students Welfare, or our on-campus professional counselors are there. And do follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, because that's where we regularly share our campus updates and student achievements, right? So that's all for the parents. Students, you are all aware, behind every student sitting here in this auditorium, we have a parent who gave up something, who sacrificed something so that you all could be here. Can we take some moment to offer our respect and gratitude to all your parents? Can I ask all of you to join me in taking them a heartfelt and huge round of applause to your parents? Yes. Thank you, parents. Let's raise, not only a successful engineers and also good human beings together. Finally, to my dear students, special and warm welcome to Amrita family, right? You have chosen the right decision, you have chosen the right campus, right? So, as a principal, if at all I have to drop some advice, I don't have advice to give. However, being into this field for 25 years, each and every year, Amrita could be able to onboard 300 plus companies for their placement. So, just being associated with them, what are all things that, their expectations, probably I could summarize into a single word. So, I hope instead of that advice, understanding that single word would be a better thing for me to share. That word is nothing but spark, S-P-A-R-K. What is that? For each and every word, let me, explain you. The first letter of spark is S. S is for skill over scores. Skills over degrees is the first S. Gone are the days. During our days, having the B.Tech degree, it's a differentiator. That will fetch me a job. Now, gone are the days, your degrees won't give you the job. Instead, your skills will do. You know that, right? Because today, thousands graduate every year. Companies have stopped asking, what degree do you have? Instead, they ask, what can you do? What problems can you solve? Can you work in a team? Can you communicate your ideas? So that's what they need. Your degree gets you the interview, but your skills build career. That doesn't mean marks do not matter. CGPA and a strong academic foundation are still essential. Examinations measures what you know, whereas skills measure what you can do. So over the next 4 years, build more than your technical skills, build your communication skills, leadership skills, problem solving skills. Above all, the skill of working with the people is more important. That's for yes. Yes is what? Skills over scores. Let us move on to the second letter, P. P is for participate beyond the classroom. You all agree. We work probably 7 hours in a campus. So remaining 17 hours, what you do matters for your, the career readiness. So obviously your classroom is excellent starting point. Real engineering education begins when you step outside of your classroom, be it hackathon, ideathon, coding competition, design context, technical clubs, professional societies, research projects, capstone projects, internship, community service, sports, cultural events, all you should be part of it. Nothing, the life skills can be learned only beyond classroom, right? So life does not hand like MCQ 4 options for you like an exam paper. It hands you open-ended problems. So the only preparation to face that open-ended problem is exposure. So that's why at Amrita we create hundreds of these opportunities ourselves. Our job is to keep giving these platform, podiums, opportunity, day in, day out in the next 4 years for you students, right? So whether that opportunities in the form of living labs, industry internships, innovation labs, research centers, entrepreneurship initiatives, national competitions, international collaborations. What people do is they wait for their 3rd year to come. No, do not wait for it. Start from day one. The students who grow the most are not really the smartest. They are the ones who participate the most and who start the earliest. They are the ones who have grown faster. So P is for participate beyond the classroom, right? 3rd letter is very important for me. A is for adaptability. You all know there is a knowledge disruption. The disruptive technologies are evolving faster than ever before. Even some reports are suggesting that the students, current students will be working in a job that has not been invented yet. That means they say the moment 4 years down the line when you work, you will not be working in a job that is existing right now. That is the uncertainty, that is the, the exponentially, the technology, how it's changing. So in this case, the only way to survive out is having that adaptability. Making ready for one technology will not be good enough, so we need to know how can we, adapt ourselves. I tell you, this is the most single line I could say, the next 4 years, try to master the art of learning on your own. That's the key. So what is the takeaway is, you should be learning how to learn. Are you getting it? Am I confusing? So what is the key? Learn to learn, the master of learning. How to learn is the key. That's what you are going to do next 4 years. Once you have that skill, you can thrive in any situation, irrespective of it. So that's for A. A is for adaptability. Then Spark, the next letter is R. R is real world problem solving. So here is a simple way I can explain to you. If I hand over to you cement, steel, bricks, sand and paint, would you have your house? Definitely no. They are just construction materials. Someone still has to design, has to integrate and build. Engineering works the same way. You might study mathematics, physics, programming, electronics, right? Artificial intelligence, data science, programming languages, all courses you might study, these are just your materials. Engineering begins only when you combine those courses, combine those knowledge, combine them to solve a real problem, right? So always ask yourself, whose problem I am actually solving? So engineering is nothing but problem solving. So industries want you to be a problem solver, whether you could be able to provide solution. Even people are telling these days, you will be having in the GitHubs, similar to that AI passport they call, your portfolio, they would like to see from the day one of your college. What are all the projects you have been part of? What are all the problems you have given the solution? What are the methodologies you have followed? They want you to have the complete history from first year to last year. So they want to go through the technical content. That will be the future, how they are going to evaluate it. Not merely your grade sheet and the final interview alone will not do. So the best way is what? You should be trying to solve engineering problems. So that is the key. We will consciously do so many competitions, capstone projects. Each and every course will have some, projects to be associated with that. Take them seriously, right? The final one, K. K is for, according to me, K is on, or keep improving yourself. So K is on, Japanese term, right? Continuous improvement. Very small incremental improvement. Okay? So don't compare yourself with everyone around you. You were probably among the toppers in your school. Now you are surrounded by hundreds of equally talented students. And there will always be someone who scores higher than you, who speaks better than you, who codes faster than you. So comparison has no finish line, right? Instead, compete with one person. Do you know who is that one person? With whom you have to compete? Excellent. Big round of applause to her. Yeah, that's it. So we need to compete with just one person, because what matters is, am I a better version of myself than yesterday? So you can ask every evening that, did I become 1% better than my version earlier? Because students, each and every one of you had a different starting point. Some of you from a remote village, some are from Tamil medium, Telugu medium, some are from first generation student. So why you unnecessarily compare them? All their starting points are not the same. So you try to compare yourself, try to be a better version of yourself. What matters is that growth trajectory from Amrita day one, and what we were 4 year. I'm very certain with our support, with your hard work, this growth trajectory would be awesome. For that, the starting point is this. That's it. So I hope you remember that word. What is that? Spark. Yes for. Sorry, I became a professor. Still I'm handling the course. Yes for what? Skills over scores. P. Participate beyond classroom. A for. Great. Then R. Real world problem. Engineering problem solution. K is for. Yes, keep improving yourself. That's it, my dear students, right? So dream without limits, learn with curiosity, work with discipline, lead with humility, serve with compassion, and never ever lose your spark. once again, on behalf of the entire Amrita fraternity, I extend a heartfelt welcome to every student and every parent joining Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham Chennai campus. May Amma's grace and blessings be with you all. Thank you. Namah Shivaya. Loka Samasta Sugino Bhavantu. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. Amma, lovingly known as the mother of compassion, is a guiding light of unconditional love, selfless service, and compassion. Throughout her life, she has dedicated herself to alleviating suffering and spreading the value of kindness, peace, and humanity across the world. Through her vast humanitarian initiatives, Amma has transformed the lives of millions by providing access to education, healthcare, shelter, and support for those in need. Her unwavering commitment to environmental conservation, disaster relief, women empowerment, and social welfare continues to inspire countless people around the globe. Let us now turn our attention to the screen for a special video showcasing Amma's extraordinary journey, her tireless service, and her enduring mission to make the world a better place. The story we have just witnessed is more than a journey of service. It is a living expression for love. It is our privilege to receive a special message from Amma, our beloved Chancellor. Please follow the main screen for Amma's message with subtitles.
പ്രേമസ്വരൂപണം ആത്മസ്വരൂപമായിരിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. മനസ്സിന്റെ ശക്തിക്ക് പരിമിതികളില്ല. ഈ സത്യം നമ്മുടെ ഋഷീശ്വരന്മാർ യുഗങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പേ അറിഞ്ഞതും അനുഭവിച്ചതുമാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ ആധുനിക സയൻസും അത് അംഗീകരിക്കുന്നു. ഈ പ്രപഞ്ചത്തിലെ അറിവ് മുഴുവനും ഗ്രഹിക്കാനും സൂക്ഷിക്കാനും കഴിവുള്ള അത്ഭുതകരമായ ഒരു കമ്പ്യൂട്ടറാണ് നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സ്. സാധാരണ കമ്പ്യൂട്ടർ ജഡമാണ്. അതിന് അതിൻ്റെതായ കഴിവുകളില്ല. നമ്മൾ അതിൽ വിട്ടിരിക്കുന്ന വിവരങ്ങളാണ് അത് നമുക്ക് നൽകുന്നത്. എന്നാൽ നമ്മുടെ ആന്തരിക ശക്തി അങ്ങനെയല്ല. അത് സ്വയം പ്രകാശിക്കുന്ന അറിവ് തന്നെയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് മക്കൾ ശ്രമിക്കുക, ശ്രമിച്ചുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുക. പരിമിതികളും പ്രതിബന്ധങ്ങളും ഉണ്ടാകും. തളരാതെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോവുക. ശലഭങ്ങളെ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ലേ, നിൽക്കാതെ മുന്നോട്ട് പറന്നുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കും. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് അതിനെ തേന്നുകരാൻ കഴിയുന്നത്. അതുപോലെ കർമ്മരംഗത്ത് നമ്മൾ മുന്നോട്ട് ചലിച്ചുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ മാത്രമേ ജീവിതത്തിന്റെ മധു നുകരാനും മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് പകരാനും സാധിക്കും. മുന്നോട്ട് 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 എന്നായിരിക്കണം നമ്മുടെ മന്ത്രം. വെറും ഉച്ചയ്ക്ക് ഒരു കഥ അമ്മ ഓർക്കുകയാണ്. ഒരു കുറെ ഒച്ചകളോട് ഇഴഞ്ഞ് വടക്കോട്ട് പോവാണ്. അപ്പോ മുകളിൽ കൂടി കുറെ പക്ഷികൾ വടക്കുന്ന തെക്കോട്ട് പോവാണ്. ആ പക്ഷികൾ ഒച്ചിനോട് ചോദിച്ച് നിങ്ങൾ എങ്ങോട്ട് പോവുകയാണെന്ന്. ഒച്ചിന് പറഞ്ഞ് ഞങ്ങൾ ഇന്ന കാടിൽ വടക്കൊരു കാടുണ്ട്, ആ കാട്ടിലേക്ക് പോവാണ്. അപ്പൊ പക്ഷികൾ പറഞ്ഞ് ഞങ്ങൾ അവിടെ പോയിട്ട് യാതൊരു കാര്യമില്ല, ഞങ്ങൾ ആ കാട്ടിൽ നിന്നാണ് വരുന്നത്. അവിടെ വൃക്ഷങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉണങ്ങി നിൽക്കുക, ഒരില പോലും ഇല്ലാതെ ഉണങ്ങി നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ തിരിഞ്ഞു പോകൂ എന്ന് പക്ഷികൾ ഒച്ചകളോട് പറയാണ്. അപ്പൊ ഒച്ചകൾ പക്ഷികളോട് പറയാണ്, ഞങ്ങൾ അവിടെ ഇഴഞ്ഞ് ചെല്ലുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ആ വൃക്ഷങ്ങൾ തളിരിടാൻ തുടങ്ങുകയാണ്. അതുപോലെ ആയിരിക്കണം നമ്മൾ. അതുപോലെ മുന്നിലൊന്നും കണ്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാൻ തന്നെ ഇരിക്കും. നമ്മളെ റിസർച്ചിൽ നമുക്കൊന്നും ചിലപ്പോൾ കിട്ടയില്ലായിരിക്കും. പല തടസ്സങ്ങളുണ്ട്, തളരാതെ നമ്മൾ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകണം. പണ്ട് എത്രയോ പട്ടിണിമാനം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഇപ്പൊ ഒരു 80% അതിൽ വ്യത്യാസം വന്നു. അങ്ങനെ എത്രയോ കാര്യങ്ങള് സയന്റിസ്റ്റായ മക്കൾക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയും. ജീവിതത്തിലെ രണ്ട് തരത്തിലുള്ള സാഹചര്യങ്ങളുണ്ടാവും. ചിലത് പ്രയത്നിച്ചതുണ്ട്, ചിലത് സ്വീകരിക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. ഉദാഹരണ ശരീരത്തിൽ നമ്മുടെ 5 സെല്ലേ ഉള്ളു. എത്ര മരുന്ന് കഴിച്ചാലും, എത്ര ഭക്ഷണം കഴിച്ചാലും, എത്ര ആസനങ്ങൾ ചെയ്താലും, കാല് കീഴ്ക്കാൻ നോക്കിയിട്ട് കെട്ടിയിട്ടാലും വെള്ളം വയ്ക്കാൻ പോകുന്നില്ല. അത് നമ്മൾ സ്വീകരിക്കുക തന്നെ വേണം. ചിലത് പ്രയത്നിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, പരീക്ഷയ്ക്ക് തോറ്റു പിന്നീന്നും കണ്ടിരിക്കുമോ, പിന്നെയും പ്രയത്നിക്കും. പിന്നീട് ജോലി കിട്ടിയില്ല, പിന്നീന്നും കണ്ടിരിക്കും, പിന്നെയും നമ്മൾ ശ്രമിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിൽ പ്രയത്നിച്ചു തന്നെയുണ്ട്, ചിലത് സ്വീകരിക്കേണ്ടതുണ്ട്. മക്കളെ തളരുക, ചിലപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ വിചാരിച്ചതാണെങ്കിൽ തളരാതെ ശ്രമിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് മക്കൾ ഇരിക്കുക, തളരാൻ പാടില്ല. അപ്പൊ ഏതൊരു കോളേജിനെ എടുത്ത് നോക്കുമ്പം ഒരെത്ര ഫണ്ട് കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് എത്ര പേപ്പർ എഴുതി ഇതൊക്കെ നോക്കിയിട്ടാണ് റാങ്കിങ് നിശ്ചയിക്കുന്നത്. ആ ഗ്രാമങ്ങളിലുള്ള ജനങ്ങളുടെ ദുഃഖങ്ങളും കഷ്ടപ്പാടുകളും ഈ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ അവരുടെ പഠിത്തത്തിൽ ഇതുകൂടി ചേർക്കണം. ആ ഗ്രാമത്തിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോയി അവരുടെ ജീവിതം ഇവർ കാണണം, കാണിച്ചു കൊടുക്കണം. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെ കാണിച്ചു കൊടുക്കുമ്പം ഇവരെന്തെടുക്കുമ്പോഴും കഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നവരെ ഓർക്കും. ഗ്രാമത്തിലുള്ളവരുടെ ത്യാഗമാണ് പട്ടണത്തിലുള്ളവരുടെ ജീവനം നിലനിർത്തുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ അവരുടെ ആരോഗ്യത്തിനോ ഒന്നും നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ കാര്യത്തിൽ പലരും ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുന്നില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ട് കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളവിടെ കൊണ്ടുപോയി മനസ്സലിയും. നമ്മൾ ഗ്രാമത്തിൽ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ കൊണ്ടുപോയപ്പോൾ ഒരു 50% കുട്ടികളിലും വ്യത്യാസം വന്നു. ആഡംബര ജീവിതത്തിൽ നിന്നും വേസ്റ്റുകളിൽ നിന്നും അവരെ ഓർത്ത് സഹായിക്കാനുള്ള മനോഭാവങ്ങൾ പലരും കാണാനിടയായി. അപ്പോൾ ആ കാരുണ്യത്തിന്റെ മനസ്സ് കൊണ്ടുവന്നാലേ ശരിയായുള്ള വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം വ്യക്തി മനസ്സിന് വ്യാപ്ത മനസ്സിലേക്ക് പോകണം. നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ പക്ഷിയെപ്പോലെ പറക്കാനും മത്സ്യത്തെപ്പോലെ നീന്താനും പഠിച്ച് മനുഷ്യപ്പോലെ നടക്കാനും ജീവിക്കാനും മറന്നു പോവുകയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ശരിയായൊരു നല്ല മനുഷ്യനാകാൻ ഈ ഒരു ഭാവം കൂടെ കോളേജുകളിൽ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് പഠന വിഷയമാക്കിയാലും നന്നായിരിക്കുമെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ സനാതനമത്തില് സെട്ടി സെറ്റാവൻ രണ്ടല്ലെന്ന് പറയുമല്ലോ. സമുദ്രത്തിൽ വെള്ളമുണ്ട്, തിരയിലും വെള്ളമുണ്ട്. സ്വർണത്തിലും കമ്മലും മാലയുണ്ട്, കമ്മലും മാലയിലും സ്വർണ്ണമുണ്ട്. രണ്ടിലും അടിസ്ഥാനം സ്വർണ്ണമാണ്. സൃഷ്ടിയെ സൃഷ്ടാവായി കണ്ട് സേവിക്കുക, സ്നേഹിക്കുക, അതാണ് സനാതനമെന്ന് നമ്മളോട് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. നമ്മൾ പ്ലെയിൻ്റെ എൻജിൻ കേടായാലും പറക്കുകയില്ല, സ്കൂളിലും പറക്കാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല. ഒന്നും നിസ്സാരമല്ല നമുക്ക്. ഇത് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഓർക്കുന്ന സംഭവം, ഒരു നാൽക്കാല കവലയിൽ ഒരു വിഗ്രഹം ഇരുന്നു. ആ വിഗ്രഹം ഇങ്ങനെ 2 കൈയും പൊക്കിയിട്ട് കൈ പൊക്കി പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന വിഗ്രഹമാണ്. കഴുത്തിലൊരു തകടിൽ 2 കൈയും പൊക്കിയിട്ട് എൻ്റെ കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമെന്നാണ് അതിനകത്ത് എഴുതിയിരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ കുറച്ച് നാൾ കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഏതോ കാരണം കൊണ്ട് കൈ നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു. അപ്പൊ ചുറ്റുമുള്ള ഗ്രാമവാസികൾ പറഞ്ഞു, ഈ വിഗ്രഹം കൈയൊട്ട് ഇല്ലതാനും കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമെന്ന് എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്നു, അതുകൊണ്ട് വിഗ്രഹം മാറ്റി വയ്ക്കാം. ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് പറഞ്ഞു. ഒരു കുറിപ്പ് പറഞ്ഞതല്ല, ഇങ്ങനെ കൈകൾ ഫിറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് പിടിപ്പിച്ചാൽ മതി, മാറ്റേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. ഒരു പ്രായം വരെ അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞു, കൈകൾ വയ്ക്കുകയും ചെയ്യണ്ട, മാറ്റുകയും വേണ്ട. അപ്പൊ പിന്നെ കൈകളില്ല, പിന്നെ എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്ന തകടിൽ ഇതിന്റെ കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമോ? അപ്പൊ ആ പ്രായം അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞു, ആ തരകത്തിന് അടിയിൽ എഴുതിയിരിക്കുക, എന്റെ കൈ നിങ്ങളിലൂടെ. അപ്പൊ ഈശ്വരന്റെ കൈ നമ്മളിലൂടെയാണ്, നമ്മുടെ കണ്ണിലൂടെയാണ്, നമ്മുടെ ചെവിയിലൂടെയാണ്. സാധാരണക്കാരുടെ പോസ്റ്റാണ്, തലസ്കി ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ. അത്രയും ശക്തി ധ്യാനം കൊണ്ടും മനോഭാവം കൊണ്ടും ഉദ്ധരിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും. അതോടെ ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് കൊടുക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് അത് പാലുകളച്ച് തുളുമ്പുന്ന പോലെ നമ്മളെ വ്യക്തി മനസ്സ് വ്യാപ്ത മനസ്സിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടു. കാരുണ്യം സമൂഹത്തിനും ജനങ്ങൾക്കും, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് നമ്മുടെ ഗ്രാമങ്ങൾക്കും നന്മയും വികാസം ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന മക്കളുടെ എല്ലാ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾക്കും ഒപ്പം അമ്മയുണ്ട്. അറിവിന്റെ പുതിയ മേഖല കണ്ടെത്താനും ലോകത്തിന് ഉപകാരപ്രദമായ സംഭാവന നൽകാൻ മക്കൾക്ക് കർമ്മവീര്യവും ആത്മശക്തിയും തെളിഞ്ഞ ബുദ്ധിയും ഉണ്ടാകാൻ മക്കളെ പരമാത്മാവ് തന്നെ സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു.
May Amma's timeless message of love, empathy and compassion inspire you to make a positive difference as you begin your journey at Amrita. Our Administrative Director, Sampujya Swami Vinayamritanandapuri ji, began his career as a mechanical engineer with Ivy Lignite Corporation, India. Driven by a spiritual calling, he joined the Sri Ramakrishna Mutt in Salem in 1988. Shortly after reading about Amma, he felt a powerful connection and joined the Mata Amritanandamayi Mutt in August 1989. Over the past 37 years, Swamiji has been a pillar of Ashramam's organizational growth. His leadership roles have been diverse and impactful. He served as a principal of the Industrial Training Center near Amritapuri and headed the Madurai Mutt in 1995 to 1996. Since 1997, he had provided steadfast guidance as the head of the Mata Amritanandamayi Mutt in Chennai. His commitment to education is equally significant. He has served as the correspondent for Amrita Vidyalayam in KK Nagar since 2012 and in Kovu since 2018 from its inception. Currently, Swamiji brings his extensive administrative vision to his role as the Administrative Director of Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham Chennai campus, where he continues to inspire both staff and students alike. We are truly blessed by his unwavering dedication. It is my humble privilege to respectfully invite Sampujya Swami Vinayamritanandapuri ji to deliver the benedictory address and enlighten us with his inspiring message.
गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. ओम नमः शिवाय. ओम अमृतेश्वरे नमः. Millions of prestations at the holy feet of our beloved Amma, Sadguru Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi. A humble pronouns to Chief Guest, Srimati Lakshmi Menon, CEO, the New Indian Express Group. She is very staunch devotee of Amma for more than 2 decades. Dr. Sashank Ramanathan, Dean Engineering, then Campus Director, Principal, faculty members, dear students, parents and guests. So I am indeed very happy to participate in this grand induction program for the first year BTech students. I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you to this Amrita family. Dear students, you can be proud that you have made an excellent choice by joining Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham. I'm confident that here you will receive not only an outstanding technical education, but also the opportunity to imbibe our rich cultural heritage, timeless values, and spiritual wisdom that will guide you throughout your life. Just now you have seen Amma's saying. So how Amma is giving importance to developing our inner potential. So how we can grow by cultivating our values, by following spiritual principles. A special word to our dear parents. We all know that one of the greatest responsibilities of parents is to provide their children with a good education. Wise people have always reminded us that it is equally important to provide them with spiritual and value-based education, which helps them lead meaningful, peaceful and fulfilling lives while contributing positively to society. Our beloved Amma beautifully explains that there are two kinds of education. The first is education for living. This equips us with the knowledge and skills needed to earn our livelihood and build a successful career. Most modern education systems focus primarily on this aspect. The second is education for life. This teaches us the purpose of life, the values that guide our actions, how to cultivate peace and happiness within ourselves, how to develop good interpersonal skills, and how to spread happiness to others. Our scriptures and teachings of our great saints and seers provide us with this timeless wisdom. In this campus, you get ample opportunity to know more about Amma's teachings and other teachings of great saints and seers. So Amma emphasizes that both these forms of education are equally essential for our all-round development. Technical competence alone is not enough. Amma's vision is to bring these two together to create professionals who possess excellence in knowledge and skills, whose minds are rooted in values and whose hearts are filled with compassion, empathy, and a spirit of selfless service. So Amma has built an empire of love and selfless service. So through this, millions and millions of people are getting benefited. So the students are also getting opportunity to do selfless service during Amma's birthday program. In connection with that, we used to conduct so many charitable activities around our campus, not only in the Chennai campus, and all other campuses. With this noble vision, Amma has established Amrita Vishwavidyapidam with its 10 campuses across India, along with more than 90 Amrita Vidyalayam schools. Under Amma's guidance, these institutions combine world-class education with the enduring values of Indian culture and ancient wisdom. Amma says, education should spread light within and without, instill awareness, and strengthen the deep bond between the student and the nation, the world, fellow human beings, other living creatures, nature and God. Dear student, this reminds me of a beautiful couplet from Tirukural composed by the great செயின்ட் poet திருவள்ளுவர், ஈன்ற பொழுதின் பெரிதுவக்கும் தன் மகனை சான்றோன் என கேட்ட தாய். Meaning is, a mother rejoices more when she hears her child praised as a person of noble character than she did at the time of the child's birth. The wisdom applies equally to sons and daughters. Every parent dreams not merely of seeing their child become successful, but of becoming a good human being, respected for character, integrity and values. My young friends, never forget the sacrifices your parents have made to bring you to this important stage of life. Many of you pray to God every day. Along with your prayers, take a moment each day to remember your parents, their hard work, their dreams, their expectations, and the love they have showered upon you. Gratitude gives clarity, and clarity strengthens determination. Now that you have achieved your goal of entering this prestigious institution, it is time to set new goals. Swami Vivekananda says, a man with a goal makes 50 mistakes, a man without a goal makes 50,000 mistakes. Swamiji was not encouraging mistakes, rather he was emphasizing the importance of having a clear purpose. Throughout life, we make countless decisions. Not every decision will produce the desired result. But when we have a well-defined goal, our decisions become more focused, our efforts more meaningful, and our mistakes become valuable lessons rather than wasted opportunities. Without a goal, our energy gets scattered in distractions and aimless pursuits. Students, the next 4 years will be among the most important years of your life. You all know this. They will shape your career, your personality and your future. Your success will depend upon your focus, discipline, dedication and wholehearted effort. At this stage, set clear academic goals. Dream big, just as our former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam always encouraged young people to do. He often said that dreams are not what we see while sleeping. Dreams are those that keep us awake and inspire us to work. Think about it every day and work sincerely towards it. Success will surely follow. At the same time, do not limit your goals only to academics. Develop strong values by learning from Amma's teachings and other great saints. Build good habits, enhance your talents in music, arts, literature and culture using the excellent opportunities available in our campus. Participate actively in sports and games. Practice yoga and meditation. Maintain good physical and mental health. As the saying goes, a sound mind resides in a sound body. Good health, disciplined habits and emotional balance are essential foundations for academic excellence and lifelong success. Amma has immense faith in the youth because you are the future of our nation and the world. At Amruva, every effort is made to channel your energy in a positive direction so that you become not only successful professionals but also responsible citizens and compassionate human beings. And also reminds us that Gaining mastery over the mind is the real education. As Amma told in the video, so mind has immense power that should be channelized. If we properly train our mind, we can achieve greater heights. Dear students, make the best use of the wonderful opportunities provided here. Along with acquiring technical knowledge and professional skills, strive to develop strength of character, purity of mind, compassion, and wisdom. I pray to our beloved Amma to bless each one of you with good health, noble values, academic excellence, and the strength to face every challenge with courage and confidence. May you become successful professionals, responsible citizens, compassionate human beings, and inspiring role model for generations to come. I wish you all a joyful, enriching, and successful journey at Amrita. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Amriteswari Namaha.
May your years here be not just an education for career, but an education for life. Thank you, Swamiji, for reminding us to grow with the world, but to never outgrow our roots. Vriddhi, our annual campus newsletter, whose every name meaning growth and prosperity, perfectly captures our ambition to highlight the progress, potential, and achievements of our college committee. An e-copy of the newsletter will be sent to all via mail. Let us now turn our eyes to the screen for a quick video highlighting the glimpses of the newsletter. Congratulations and a huge round of applause to the entire editorial team for their dedication. Thank you all. As our new students begin their academic journey today, it is only fitting that they hear from someone who has played a significant role in shaping the School of Engineering as they are now part of. Dr. Shashangan Ramanathan, Dean Amrita School of Engineering, brings with him over 2 decades of international experience spanning research, industry, and academic leadership. Dr. Shashangan earned his PhD in chemical engineering from Clarkson University, USA, and has been at the forefront of pioneering semiconductor technologies during his tenure of the Chief Technological Officer of a leading technology company in the US. He led the development of advanced semiconductor device fabrication technologies. His expertise has been recognized by renowned global companies including Samsung, SK Hynix, Fujitsu, and Toshiba, reflecting his lasting impact on semiconductor research and innovation. In addition to authoring over 75 research publications and securing multiple patents, his work has also focused on developing sustainable catalytic materials to reduce toxic emissions. We are privileged to have him with us today. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. Shashangan Ramanathan as I invite him to take us through the remarkable journey of Amrita from his humble beginnings to the institution of global eminence it is today.
Om Amriteshwarye Namaha. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of Amma. Pranams to Sampujya Swami Vinayamritananda ji. Chief guest Lakshmi Madam, thank you for taking the time to come here. My dear Principal Dr. Jaykumar and Campus Director Manigandan, thank you for inviting me to this SWAGATHAM 2026, and it's always a pleasure to see all my colleagues here. Thank you for taking the time to be here. A very warm welcome to the parents who are actually joined online. I don't know how many of them are there, but I'm sure at least 50, 60 are there online. And a very warm welcome to the 2026 students of Mechanical Engineering, ECE, CCE, and RAI. Very good. So, you've heard a lot about what this campus can do from Dr. Jaykumar. Thank you, sir, for taking a lot of my explanation graciously. Swamiji outlined who we are and what we stand for. Thank you, Swamiji. That takes away a lot of my effort. But I want to start with one thing that we do at Amrita. I want all the students to please stand up. You can leave your bag, notebook, everything. Whatever's in your hand, leave them somewhere. Left all your phones also? Not in your hand, right? Okay. Traditionally, we take the blessings of our parents before we start on a journey that's very mission critical. Your next 4 years is going to be absolutely critical for you. So you pave a way for who you will be 4 years from now. So I want you to hold your hand, put your hands like this. Close your eyes, imagine your parents are next to you and ask for their blessings. And I want the parents who are online to please bless them in this digital world. 10 seconds of full concentration, no opening the eyes. That's good, thank you. You don't get to sit down. I think we're here after lunch. I know many of your heads were going a little wobbly, so turn clockwise 3 times. Don't ask me what is clockwise. Clockwise 3 times. If you don't know, copy the neighbor. Yeah, that's clockwise, correct. Normally we stop at blessings, but afternoon, no. How about 3 times anti-clockwise? That'll keep you awake for at least 20 minutes. Good. Now I want a loud answer. Are we all awake?
Yes, sir.
Louder.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. Now you can sit down. That's Diksharam for you. Shiksharam and Diksharam, everything put together. Who are we? Amrita University. I know many of you had many choices. You could have gone to any place. BTech, getting a BTech degree is not that difficult. Being a smart engineer with all of the spark that Sir wanted is challenging. Swamiji explained about education for life and education for living. What's the difference? I will not expand on that. Jaikumar sir mentioned 246 papers published by undergraduate students. That comes from compassion-driven research. Your learning is going to be by doing. Learning is not studying. Learning will be through doing something hands-on. You can break things, fail, get up, redo, learn from that. That results in a scholarly publication. So we do our academics through research. So it's led by research. And what is research? We just don't do it for fun. Yes, we will have fun, we will learn, but eventually it has to reach society. Every minute, every money we spend should be aimed at somebody benefiting from it. These days I've seen, many of you would have noticed also, reels, somebody getting whacked on the road. A lot of people are very good at taking video of it. There is not a single individual who will step up and stop that. Very, very bad. We are more interested in taking a video, not getting involved because we don't want to get hurt. Somebody is getting hit, somebody is doing it, why do I care? Compassion is drying, empathy is drying. We are become dry people hooked on to digital media. By the time you spend 4 years here, you will understand what is compassion, what is value. There will be change in your heart, which doesn't happen overnight, but will happen. Many of our employers have told us that students from Amrita are far smarter, more passionate, and we love getting Amrita students. So that's a change that will happen, and we're not localizing that change, that impact that we create. Society, locally, regionally, and internationally should benefit. How big are we? We have 10 campuses. 10 campuses, out of which maybe 5 are very well established, quite old. Coimbatore is the oldest. The first one that we started was in Coimbatore. Chennai's date of birth is somewhere in the month of July, August 2019. What Chennai campus has proven, I mean, we have many smart people, great facilities, interdisciplinary. Anything you do today requires interdisciplinary solution. We have it under one umbrella. I think I should take a little time to sort of go through why we are ranked high in NIRF, world ranking, etc. Solutions today don't come in isolation. If ECE people are thinking you will just stay alone and just do your VLSI design or chip design, everything will work, no. You have to work with chemistry people, physics people, mechanical engineers, civil engineers, chemical engineers. There's so many different disciplines used for manufacturing this one little chip you have in your mobile phone. All solutions require interdisciplinary. Since this university is inherently interdisciplinary, we happen to achieve rank number 8 in NIRF, National Institutional Ranking Framework, that's within India. And when I said everything we do must reach society, that straight away goes and hits what's called Sustainable Development Goal, Sustainability Development Goals, SDGs. And that's what gave us rank number 2 in India and 37th in the world, my friend. We are looking at more than 23,000 top-notch universities competing for this sort of ranking, and we are ranked 37. You know why? Because that's the way we live. It's just the result of our efforts. So you've joined an ecosystem where we think interdisciplinary, we think society. Everything you do, you will have fun and you will see people benefiting from it. It gives you immense pleasure. And what is most amazing about all of this is no matter which campus you join, the left side is what you've come in with, the right side is what is required for you as an engineer. Do you know what is required for you after 4 years? You wouldn't know today. But I'm just telling you ahead of time so you can plan. You are required to have sound foundational knowledge, excellent communication skills, ability to understand, analyze, solve problems, or said spark. Learn new things. Your learning starts today. Thanks, you got your blessings from your parents. Your learning starts today and it will not stop. It's called lifelong learning. You will keep your ears and eyes open because every day you're going to learn something new. Passion, perseverance. Most important is integrity. You know why I have to emphasize on integrity? If I am in 12th standard, I have a physics subject, my teacher gave me, write this equation, solve this problem. I will copy and paste it in ChatGPT. I see some smiles, yeah. I will copy and paste, he'll give me the answer, I will write the answer in my paper, give it to my teacher. Teacher will be amazed, wow, this student is awesome. Anything you ask, he or she has an answer. That is not integrity. That's just getting marks. What do you do with that mark? Nothing, because you really didn't apply your head to finding the answer. Answer was given to you, you just gave it to the teacher. It's the middleman. Middleman has no value. So integrity, discipline, these are very important. I'll touch upon it 10 minutes. I don't want to sit here and advise in the afternoon because you'll fall asleep. The last one is time management. You do whatever it takes, because right now it's 2:45. I'm sure that's what your watch is also saying. Do whatever it takes to keep your eyelids open for the next 10 minutes, would you? Simple. Take an oath. I won't fall asleep for 10 minutes. And then Lakshmi ma'am will come and tell you, don't fall asleep for another 20 minutes. Guys, if you feel bored in 30 seconds, your education is not reels. I can see these kids now. The reels, they first look at it, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Fast forward, anything interesting? Next. Impatience. Complete impatience. And you all think you know everything. At least listen to something fully. So these attributes are important. Time management, I can tell you, I have not mastered. There is no master except maybe Amma who can manage time today. None of us can master time, but you can only efficiently use it. Now if you want all these attributes, Amrita University gives all of this. Beautiful, fantastic academic program. Life skills, soft skills, extracurricular activities, clubs, sports, anything you need, it's all there. You need to participate. You need to make the best use of it, then you get all of these attributes. These attributes, my dear friends, will not come overnight. Just like your +2, do not think you can mug up your physics portion go warm it, and then erase it, fill it with chemistry, erase it, fill it with maths. Doesn't work. You never become a good, smart engineer if you do that. It's a continuous learning. And the beauty of all of that is today, what is it, 2019. So we're sitting 7 years? 8 years. The oldest campus was, I think it was, the date of birth was July 1994. My simple point is, it is not about when the college was found or when the institute was found. It is the quality of people inside that matters. Luckily, I don't have to be fixated with a certain campus. I'm in charge of all the campuses, and I can stand here today proudly tell you that Chennai campus has beaten all other campuses in everything in the last 7 years. We introduced what is called the University Medal. 25, 30,000 students graduating, and you get one medal, gold medal. Chennai campus got it twice in a row, last year and the year before. Thank you, because if they had born a year back, they would have grabbed the third one also. Because they only had 2 years of students graduating, so that's all they can get, only 2 medals. I'm sure they'll grab it this year also. So the point is, it is not about the building, it is not about how, when this college was officially part of Amrita. It is a quality of people sitting in the front row, our faculty. Give them a big hand. And the students. Your seniors are super smart, very dedicated, passionate. They just want to be competitive and get it. I can do attitude is there. I'm sure all of that because the faculty were quite encouraging. So this is a campus that I'm really proud of, because they have accomplished what any new campus in Amrita could not, and they continue to do it at an astonishing way. So thank you very much, all you faculty. And for you students, fill that bag with a lot of passion. Bring it. And you can beat your seniors also. So gold medal, we have to do something to take it away from Chennai campus. Otherwise, they'll keep getting gold medal. So just a few pointers about what is expected of you. 12th standard, you might have just memorized and got your marks. But as an engineer, don't do that, because you will never become an engineer. Even if you have a degree, it will be of no value. So staying at the bottom of the pyramid tells you that you have never moved beyond your 12th standard. Going towards the top of the pyramid makes you a true engineer. So learn to ask questions, be curious, analyze, evaluate, and create. What is creation? Coming up with a solution for any given problem. So define the problem, understand the problem, come up with a solution. And Dr. Jaykumar had only, 10 awards? 15? They have probably 100. He just, because of paucity of time, he said 10. Yeah? So you get 6 months. Use the quality of faculty we have, the resources we have, change the way you've studied before. Start doing this, what is called learning and not studying. You learn to ride a bicycle, you don't study. Unless you get on that cycle and fall, and get up, fall, get up, eventually after 1 month you will learn how to ride a bicycle. Then you learn how to ride the bicycle without holding on to the handlebar. That's show. And you can even turn, do all of that without doing anything with the handlebar. You become an expert. So in 4 years, I want you to think only small things. I want to ride a bicycle. I will not hold on to the handlebar. I will make the cycle go wherever I would like it to go. That's an engineer. And you will be a smart engineer where you will stand different and you'll be apart from the rest of the crowd. With AI, they don't need answers from you. Nobody needs answers from you. In fact, we do this. We give questions to our students. We tell them, go use your chat GPT, cloud, whatever, come back with the answer. We give them 7 different questions and then ask the problem is, how do you connect the dots of these 7 to come up with a solution? There is not just one solution. There are many ways to solve a problem. So you put your boundary conditions. So for people who are sleeping, I have some questions. I won't let you sleep. Sorry, that's how Amrita works. You will, in the 6 months, learn to undo the way you were learning, learn the new way. Continuous learning and not overnight learning. 2.5 years, you get your foundational knowledge, your life skills, soft skills, that will cater to the 12 attributes I gave you. The last year, you would spend mostly focused on whom you want to be, what you want to do. You have to define who you want to be. Nobody can decide for you. And we have ways to help you do that. Our pedagogy has multiple ways of experiential learning, project-based, so you don't normally struggle as an individual. You work as a team, and the team comes up with solution. The learning is completely different. So far, I know you all have been working on your grades, 12th standard mark, entrance exam, challenging, all that is good. Would CGPA disappear? No. It will be here with you. Next 4 years. Traffic signal, very simple. Yellow, on the top is green, bottom is red. How many of you want to be in the top, the green bar? Say yes, I want to. Would you? Okay. How many of you want to be in the yellow? Red? So all of us try really hard to be on the green side. If you're on the green side, all of the opportunities are there for you. Your future would look fantastic. You get opportunities to get placed. You can start your own company. Amrita has its own technology business incubator that will fund you. You go for higher education, they ask for your CGPA, your research output, statement of work, things like that. But all of that hinges on this number called, what is that number, please? What is that number? 7.5. Repeat after me. You will remember that number, right? Every one of you will be in that above 7.5? Yes, absolutely? Yes, very good. If you do that, everything is open. You guys have a fantastic future. Doors are open. Life will be very peaceful. But I should not paint a rosy picture on day one and fool you. This is for people and parents together. The reality is not all of us are the same. Today I can see I counted 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 120 students here, 110 here. There are 10 of you sleeping. And you think I'm just looking at the slide, no, 10 of you are sleeping. That's my point. Not all of us are the same. 10 of you sleeping, 4 of you yawned 3 times. We do get into this problem. There is no, that's reality. So the first day we are happy to say that I will be in the green, but the reality is sometimes some of you may end up in the red or yellow. Now nobody has to be in the red. The key is to identify that I need help. If you know that you are unable to manage your time, this is all about time and distraction. If you are unable to, seek help. There are class advisors, department chairs, deans, principals, whoever is in the campus, every one of them is ready to help you. But to ask for help is the individual sitting there. And if you are not comfortable talking to your faculty, at least talk to your parents. This is a partnership for the next 4 years, you, us, and your parents. Together, we can make this a successful journey. However, if you spend a lot of time, your digital social media platforms, 80% of your time, if it goes on unwanted junk, garbage information, you will be in red. If you spend 80% of your time for useful information, you will be in green. So I want all of you to think one way. Nobody wants to work very hard to get into red, correct? I have not seen a student saying, I studied very hard to fail. You don't do that. You study very hard to pass, get a good grade. So nobody studies hard to fail. However, today, all of you are starting at CGPA 10. All of you are at 10. Imagine that way. Every minute you spend and every time you feel like you're not doing what you're required to do, that means you're sliding faster towards the red. You will clearly know when you hit the yellow. You will know. But the problem is, if you ignore that you've already slid to the green or red or yellow, it's your fault. What is your CGPA today? Wow, very enthusiastic. What is your CGPA today? That's it? Huh? CGPA? Okay. Morning was a bit more enthusiastic. Yeah. Guys, you are at 10. Be confident. You are starting at 10 and don't let it slide below 7.5. That's it. A simple message from this slide. If you stay focused, opportunities are plenty. You don't have to go around the world to find a great career. All of the opportunities are within India, and with all of the engines, growth drivers, semiconductor, product development, automation, we are the largest digital economy in the world. You need cyber security for that. We're trying to stay away from our dependence on other countries for semiconductor chips. That's a huge push. We're looking at defense technology, which comes with drones, smart manufacturing, space technology, everything that you can think of which is made in India, make in India, and Atmanirbhar Bharat. So in 2026, if you entered a college, you are the foundational pillars for a 2047 Viksit Bharat. Today, if you take an oath that I would put myself into the smart engineers category, not working hard, smart engineer, your opportunities in India are going to be tremendous. You will have so many choices that you will get confused. Ask AI which one to take. But it is up to you that you put yourself in that spot, in that position. So my simple thing is, in these 4 years, there are a lot of growth engines which is on the right side of your screen. The left side is what you have to possess besides those 12. AI literacy. I've seen some of our own faculty trying to tell that they're not using AI, they're trying to be creative on their own. But I tell them, use AI, because what you would take 3 hours, AI would do it in a minute. Find the answers, improve your productivity, but do not become dumb by using AI. AI should get you more time to be more human and think, rather than just answering something, so you don't turn into a dumb person. Use AI tools, but use it for asking yourself questions, so you're actually learning in what you call lifelong learning. I would keep asking questions. AI may give me answers, but not all of the answers are correct. I can tell you today, ask the same question to ChatGPT, Claude, DeepSeek, and yesterday I saw something called Kimi K3. Apparently really, very popular. They shut it down because they had too many requests for users. Kimi K3. For the same question, you will not get the same answer. They're also learning. Those models are learning. So you as human beings should figure out, is this giving me the right direction or not? For that, you have to be knowledgeable. Even if you have very good ideas and you're knowledgeable, if you can't communicate, it's worthless. No point. Communication skills become important. I can tell you by example, when I graduated from chemical engineering in NIT Trichy, I couldn't put together 10 sentences in English without going, because I am thinking. Everything is coming in Tamil, and then the translation has to happen somewhere here. The more you use AI for all your answers, you will become really, really dumb. Trust me. So communicate in a language that makes you proficient. It's all again by practice. I got to do this because I was in the US, there is no Tamil, no Hindi. Everything has to be in English. So you start learning because you started to speak. Same way. If you had a kid, the kid has to first learn to crawl, then slowly walk, get up, fall, then walk, then start running, and if you want to become Usain Bolt, you have to work very hard. So it's an analog process. Communication is also analog. Teamwork. Sir pointed out many club activities, many opportunities. Work as a team. We're all not the same. Unless you figure out how to adjust with people, you will not be a smart engineer. Data-driven decision making. So these are some really important ones. The last one is discipline and time management and integrity. I've talked about time management, discipline, integrity. 3 people yawning. I'm going to wake you up because I want to know what time you woke up this morning. Until you were at home, your parents were there every day, wake up, 10 times they would tell you, push you out of the bed, you find your way to the bathroom, shower, come, box is ready for lunch. You put your lunch box in the bag and go. That has its beautiful thing about, I don't have to think, somebody will think for me, but it also comes with certain curtailments, constraints. You don't have the freedom. Today or yesterday you joined the hostel. Beautiful, freedom, very important for teenagers, isn't it? But this little freedom comes with responsibility. There is nobody who's going to wake you up. You must learn how to set the alarm, wake up when that thing goes off and not put it on snooze. You need to learn how to wash your clothes and not walk around like a stinky bag. There are many things that comes with it. It is called discipline. If you don't know how to manage time and don't have a discipline, that red box is waiting for you. So it is your choice. Make sure that you use your freedom responsibly. But this campus is an amazing campus. They will give you all the opportunities to succeed. How much of it do you grab and how much of it do you walk away with is an individual choice. Now, how many of you would make the best use of the opportunities here? How many of you? There we go. Some of them, okay, my friend, did you wake up? Yes, okay. Very good. That's all I had. I just don't want to make it very boring, but understand this is the best and fastest growing campus, and congratulations for selecting Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham Chennai campus. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your overview of Amrita University and its varied accomplishments and development. Our chief guest of the day, Srimati Lakshmi Menon, is the Director and Chief Executive Officer of the New Indian Express Group, bringing with her over 3 decades of rich experience in the media industry. Associated with the group of more than 28 years, she has played a monumental role in driving its growth through strategic leadership, brand development, and pioneering new initiatives. A seasoned professional in sales and marketing, she has also been associated with leading media organizations in both the print and television sectors. Beyond her corporate leadership, Mrs. Menon serves on the board of Event Express Management Services and Kannada Prabha Publications Limited. A postgraduate in international relations from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, she is also a trained classical dancer and is actively involved in initiatives that promote art, culture, education, healthcare, sustainability, and community development. Before we listen to our chief guest, I kindly ask Swamiji to honor and felicitate Srimati Lakshmi Menon. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, ma'am. I consider it my privilege to invite our chief guest, Srimati Lakshmi Menon, CEO of the New Indian Express Group. The stage is all yours, ma'am.
Om Amriteshwarya Namaha. Thank you very much for this kind introduction. Respected Sampujya Swami Vinyamrita ji, Dr. Sasangan Ramanathan, Dr. V. Jayakumar, distinguished faculty members, dear parents, and my young friends, the 2026 batch of Amrita School of Engineering. A very good afternoon to all of you. It's a privilege to be here today as you begin a very exciting chapter of your life. And my sincere gratitude to Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham for having me here. I'm energized by being amidst such bright minds. To the students, a big congratulations. You couldn't have chosen any better. You've earned your place here with your determination, hard work, and of course the support of your families and your teachers. To the parents, this is as much your achievement as it is theirs. Today marks a beginning of an academic journey, but also a beginning of a journey of discovery, discovering your abilities, your purpose, and the kind of person you aspire to be. Engineering is often associated with machines, with algorithms, with designs and innovation. But at the heart of it, engineering is about solving human problems. Dr. Ramanathan, Dr. Jayakumar, Swamiji, all of them spoke about that. Every bridge, every mobile app, every healthcare equipment, all of that is made by answering a very simple question: how can life be made better? So, as a CEO of a media company, I work in a field that seems very different from engineering. Yet, every day, I do learn that technology plays such an important role, be it in journalism, be it in business, be it in communication or society at large. Artificial intelligence, data mining, data analytics, cloud computing, AI, and all of this has transformed the very way in which news is delivered. I must tell you an interesting story. During COVID, we were not allowed, most people were not allowed to go out. So healthcare officials, people from the media were allowed to be commuting. So I used to take this, I used to go to office and there was this Pali bridge that I had to cross every day. And they were usually the same set of policemen who were manning that. They would stop us, I would show the ID, and then they would let us go. So one day, I mean, there were these two young people on a bike, and the policeman took a little longer talking to them. And then when he came to my car, he said, "I'm so sorry, you had to wait. But what can I do?" They kept telling me that they're from media. So today I asked them for their ID card. I asked them, "Which organization do you work for?" So they said, "Social media." Facebook. So you see, today media has become all-encompassing. Everybody feels they're part of the ecosystem of delivering news. So I just would like to tell you that your education in the next 4 years, as all of them spoke, should not be limited to textbooks or classrooms. Learn to ask questions, learn to listen carefully, learn to understand people who think differently from you, people who come from different backgrounds. It is a fantastic opportunity for you to understand the different needs of people. Technical knowledge will help you get your first job, but it is this, your understanding of people, your understanding of problems, that will help you build a successful career. As all of them spoke, the world that you're entering is changing very fast. Technology is, even cutting-edge technology today will be obsolete, probably not even in years to come, but much quicker than that. So some of the jobs that you eventually would take would today probably be non-existent. Therefore, we come to this basic question that all of them spoke about, which is your ability to change, your ability to learn, your ability to relearn. I would like to talk about a small story from my own life. I met Amma about 25 years ago, and I must thank my organization. I'm deeply grateful to the New India Express because it was work that took me to her. Over the years, I've had many interactions with her, and in one of the interactions in 2009, I distinctly remember, it was in January 2009, that I had gone to see Kamma's darshan, and I was sitting by her side, observing her as she talks to people. I get my answers from the answers that she gives people to their various questions. And suddenly I saw her asking a brahmacharini to get something. I couldn't figure out what it was, but it was a booklet which was titled Infinite Potential of Women. That was her speech that she had delivered in 2008 at the Women's Summit in Jaipur. She gave me that book, and she asked me, so I kept it. I said, thank you. She said, no, I want you to read it here. So I read the book. I read that booklet, I read the whole of the speech, and then she started talking to me. She started talking to me about how women have, there is nothing that you cannot do if you set your mind to it, and if you work towards it. She gave me the example of an elephant that is changed, does not know that it can very easily break the change because it's conditioned. So very often we are conditioned to believe certain things. And she spoke about many such examples, and lo behold, when I go back, I get a call from chairman. And he told me that I would be heading a new venture which involved a lot of financial inputs, inputs by the financial departments, our company secretary. It was all about Companies Act, and it was a very complicated thing. And I have no background in Companies Act or finance. I was a sales and marketing person. And then I remembered, I thought it was not a mere coincidence that Amma gave me this book. She was preparing me for the change that was to come if I grabbed it. I did that. It was a learning experience, and just when I thought that, okay, now I have a fairly good knowledge about Companies Act and statutory regulations and so on, there comes 2013, and the government introduces a brand new, they revised the whole Companies Act, and I had to learn yet again. So learning is constant, no matter where you are, and I think it only helps us deal with life better if we continue, if we're willing to learn, we're willing to relearn, we're willing, most importantly, to unlearn. The second thing that I would like to tell you is you would all be facing challenges. Challenges can come in different shades, and severity. And here I want to talk to you about somebody who's made an impact in my life. This was, again, when tsunami struck the Indian Ocean. Amma's institution did a lot of seva, humanitarian work in tsunami affected areas. And Nagapatnam was one area that was worst affected. So we went there as volunteers, thinking that we would go there, serve, help. But what I learned in the process is something that I can never ever put a cost to. So Swamiji had assigned us this task of going to a small hamlet called Nambyar Nagar. And we had to take down from the families there what is it that they've lost, both of people as well as the assets, homes, whatever. So we did that. We had 2-3 other hamlets to cover. So we covered this hamlet and the next one, and then we came back to the camp office. It was dark, the sun had set, and out of this darkness sprung somebody, and we went prepared for it, so we were taken a little aback. So there was this lady, and behind her were 3 ladies. So she introduced herself as Rasati, and I will tell you why that is so important. By the end of the story, you will realize it. So she said, we are very sorry that when you came to Nambyar Nagar, I was not there. To tell you the details of what we've lost. This is apart from the homes. So she said that she, along with her colleagues, they were running a very successful self-help cooperative store. It catered to the needs of the whole community, right from school bags, footwear, idli mava, grocery, you name it, clothes, everything. She told me something that really stunned me. She said, I don't need you to rebuild my home. I don't need you to feed or clothe us. I don't need you to educate our children. I will do that, but please help me get a bank loan because I have no collateral. That, I think, is courage. That is resilience. And she was true to her name, Rasa the Empress. I must tell you that with Swamiji's help, we managed to get her a loan, and it was in 2018 that her self-help group won the Best Self-Help Group of Tamil Nadu Award. So there you are. I would want you to remember the story, especially when you are met with challenges. I think failures too deserve a special mention. It is important to fail. Many students would believe that successful people have never failed, but the reality is quite the opposite. It is how we rise after we fail. I was just sharing with the principal something that happened as I was coming to this meeting. So my office is on the 1st floor, and as I walked down to the ground floor, I met a young colleague of mine. His head was down. He was really looking very sad. He's from an IT team. So I did remember then that his father was unwell about a couple of weeks ago. So I asked him, I said, Mahesh, is everything okay? He said, no, ma'am, not at all. So I asked him, what happened? Is your father all right? So he said, yes, ma'am, thank you, my father got better, he's back home. Then I said, then what happened? He said, I don't want to live any longer. I said, what happened? So he said, I posted something on LinkedIn at 8:30 a.m. today, and it's 11:45, I've not got a single like. If that is how frail we have become, then I think we really need to do some introspection. Do not let others or put your anchor within yourself. It's all right. Maybe the article was badly written. Maybe people were busy. Maybe there was some other reels that were going viral. Try better next time. So remember, failure is very important for you to succeed. I would urge all of you to have a little journal. Call it fail to win. Every time you fail, note it down. But remember that failure is for an ultimate victory. I carry that journal myself for quite a few years. So as you spend the next few years in this beautiful campus, remember, education is not just about grades and placements. It is about becoming responsible citizens and compassionate human beings. You are also lucky to be here at the Amrita campus. This campus has as its chancellor none other than Mata Amritandamayi Devi, who is compassion personified. You will be in an ecosystem that is steeped in values. Please learn from that. In today's highly connected world, ethical leadership is more important. It is more important than ever before. Whether you develop software design, infrastructure, conduct research, build startups, or lead global organizations, please remember, every decision of yours affects people and their lives. Use that knowledge responsibly. Let honesty guide your actions. Let compassion shape your decisions. Again, as Dr. Ramanathan said, one of the greatest opportunities available to you here is the diversity of the people you will meet. Your classmates will come from different states, languages, cultures, backgrounds. These friendships will broaden your perspectives and often become lifelong relationships. Also, I urge you to respect differences. It's not necessary that two people should always think alike. And it is not that if you disagree with somebody, you become that person's enemy. No, not. Never. If you are not a Messi fan, that does not mean that you are the other person's enemy. So please remember that. So I often feel that some of the most memorable innovations have emerged when people have worked together with different ideas. As he rightly said, you might ask AI will give you 7 different questions and the 7 different answers. And how is it that you connect all of it? And what is that? What is the purpose for doing that? That is very important. I also request you to develop interests other than just curriculum, and to the parents who are here online, that does not mean that it's a distraction. As principal said, as Dr. Ramanathan said, it's very important to learn, to be participating in other things. Sports again is so important because it teaches you that failure is not permanent. It teaches you to rise from failure. So to the parents who are here online, thank you for placing your trust in this institution. As I said, you couldn't have chosen any better. To the students, remember that your degree is important, but character is even more important. People admire you for your intelligence, but they will trust you for your integrity. Dr. Ramanathan spoke a lot about integrity, and that is most important. I still remember a story that I was told. Our class teacher, she left us all for a monthly test. She went out. And then, we could refer to books if somebody wanted to do whatever it is. But before she left, she said, you're free to do what you want, but remember that you have to answer yourself. You don't have to answer anybody else. So in your mind, to do the right thing when there is nobody looking, that is the most important thing. We're very often tempted to throw some waste, roll down a window and throw some waste, if it's an empty road, isn't it? All of us feel like doing that. But remember that you are looking at yourself, And is that right in your eyes? Just think about that. So again, I will leave you with these few things that I have learned. One is to be courageous. Do not hesitate to pursue your ambitions or your dreams or take on difficult problems. I will go back to tsunami rehab that was happening there. And one of the people that I met, she was a young girl called Selvi. And there were these makeshift camps that the government had organized, and she was in one of those camps. So 2 days before they were closing down the camp, we had gone there, and she was looking very troubled. Her hands were ice cold when she caught our hands, and you could really feel her fear. It was palpable. So we asked her, Selvi, what is it? She said, my aunt is coming to take me. So we told her, oh, you're lucky, you have someone to come and take you. So she said, no, I don't want to go. So I asked her, why? What is the problem? So she then explained that there were 5 people in her family who had died, including her parents. And the government had announced 3 lakhs rupees each for each person to the next of kin. So she said, I'm going to inherit 15 lakhs. And my aunt wants to take me because she wants to marry me to her son for that 15 lakhs. So she said, just help me get a hostel facility and complete my degree, just for that, if you can help me. So we went to the college, we asked Swamiji, he said, you can go and try. We went to the college, and they were very, very generous to say that, yes, we'll find some room for her. And then I come back and tell her this good news. She was very happy about it. But the next morning, she gathered about 8 other girls, and she said, all of them are in a similar problem. Can you help them too? She never thought that one girl's problem could be bigger than hers and therefore her seat will go. No. Even in that dark hour, she was resilient enough to say that this is what she wanted, and she just wanted to complete her degree. After that, she will look after herself. And she was compassionate. She had the empathy for other kids. Finally, thanks to Selvi, we schooled 83 children, out of which 42 of them were girls. So remember that to be courageous, remember to be resilient. Second, compassion. I come back to compassion. Success becomes meaningful only when you contribute to the well-being of people around you. I remember reading an interview with an American novelist called George Saunders. He was asked by the interviewer, what is his greatest regret in life? So he said that his greatest regret in life was not that he didn't do this, or he didn't write this book, or he didn't win this award. His greatest regret in life was when he was in standard 7, apparently a girl joined the school, a new girl. She was not particularly good looking. She was different from them. She had buck teeth. She could hardly speak the language, and she was bullied mercilessly. George Saunders says that he did not participate in bullying the child, but he never did anything to stop it. As Dr. Ramanathan said, today we look at reels. We try and record somebody is hitting somebody, but we don't go to help. So he says that was his greatest regret in life, and after that 1 year of bullying, that child disappeared. He never came back to the school. So you see, we all have so many chances. Life has been so kind to us. So remember to share that with people. Remember to be compassionate. It doesn't cost us anything to smile at somebody. It doesn't cost us anything to ask if an elderly person needs help. It doesn't cost us anything to ask if someone's okay. So please remember to be compassionate. The third is to be curious. Remember to be curious all your life. Here I want to again tell you a story that I read many years ago. This was about a young lab assistant whose job was to clean up after the scientists did all the experiments. And then while he was cleaning up, he found one drawer which said failed experiments. His curiosity got the better of him. So after he had finished his job, he went through those notebooks. This was in early 1940s and 50s, so we didn't have computers. So he went through the notebooks and he found one trait that was common, which was that the answer was unexpected. We're doing experiments or we're looking at something to prove something, the goal, and it was not tallying. And he found that to be a puzzle. And he started working on it. He went on to become a very famous researcher and so on. And I remember that he said, when he was asked about his secret of success many years ago, he said that most people throw away answers because they don't match the questions they were asking. So I want to tell you, curiosity isn't about just asking more questions. It's about asking questions when people think conversations are over. So I urge you to be curious all your life. Be curious. When you drive around this, up to your college, the terrain changes. There are certain trees that are growing here which we don't see in the city. Be curious about that. Try to figure out what it is. You never know when it's going to help you, when a breakthrough could come from one of those. So again, I would tell you that the most valuable question of life is often not what is the right answer, but what am I missing? So please try to ask yourself that. Pardon me, but I would say that the world does not simply need more engineers. As Dr. Ramanathan said, there are engineers and engineers. It needs engineers who are ethical, engineers who are innovative, engineers who are socially conscious and committed to creating a better future. One last thing that I want to tell you, as you leave the university, take up jobs, sometimes you might think that life is not really very fair, life is dirty and so on. Here I'd like to tell you something that I've learned from my grandmother. We used to spend all our vacations in Kerala, in our ancestral home. And she would take us visiting relatives. So one day we started after breakfast. We went on, we visited quite a few of them, had lunch, and after a late lunch, we were driving back to our hometown. At around 4:30, my grandmother asked the driver to stop the car, and she told us he must be feeling sleepy. Let him have a cup of tea, because he had woken up early that morning to pick up somebody from the station. So while he had stopped the car, from where the car was parked, across the road was a pond, a very filthy pond. And there were 2 lotuses blooming. I still remember my grandmother telling me that when you grow old, the world sometimes might seem filthy, dirty, mucky, but remember to be like the 2 lotuses, blooming, not letting any of that muck touch them. So that imagery is something that's guided me all my life. So when I sometimes feel that, life is unfair, it's dirty, it's this, it's complicated, I just remember what she said, to be like the lotuses. Are we game on that? Yeah? So I would like to end saying that remember to be a Rasati or a Raja, as the case may be, all your life in the face of challenges. Remember to be like George Saunders, to show compassion. and not have a regret later in life. Remember not to be like Mahesh and get affected by small things. Remember to be like that lab assistant and curious all your life. And finally, remember to be like those lotuses blooming, spreading joy, good cheer despite the filth all around them. Thank you. Wishing you all the very best. Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words, thought-provoking anecdotes, and for reminding us that success is not built by avoiding failures, but by rising stronger after every fall. I now invite Dr. J. Mageshwaran, Head Office of Student Welfare, to propose the vote of thanks.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Amritrishwariya Namaha. Gratitude is not merely an expression of courtesy. It is a celebration of a generosity, wisdom, and inspiration that enrich our life. Respected Sambhuja Swami Vinay Amritananda Puri ji, our esteemed chief guest, Srimati Lakshmi Manan ma'am, respected Principal Sir, Dr. V. Jayakumar, distinguished Dean, Dr. Shashankan Ranganathan Sir, respected Campus Director, Sri I.B. Manikandan Sir, honored dignitaries of the dais and on the dais, and esteemed faculty members, proud parents, and my dear students. Good afternoon to everyone. It's my proud privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion. On behalf of the entire Amrita family, I offer our heartfelt gratitude to the Sambhuja Swami Vinay Amritananda Puri ji for his blessings, us with his divine presence and inspiring messages. Your words have reminded us true education is not only about acquiring knowledge, but also about nurturing the value, compassion, and selfless services. Thank you, Swami. So we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Srimati Lakshmi ma'am, for sharing your inspiration, thought, and valuable life experience. So thank you very much, ma'am. So you have given a lot of experience, you have shared a lot of experience to our fresh kiddos. So thank you very much. Definitely, your words have encouraged our young minds to dream with courage, innovations, with purpose, and lead with the responsibility. Thank you very much, ma'am. So I also express my heartfelt appreciation to our respected Principal Sir, Dr. V. Jayakumar, and our distinguished Dean, Dr. Shashankan Ranganathan Sir, for their warm welcome, inspiring guidance, and encouraging for your inspiring address and unwavering commitment to nurturing the next generation. Thank you, sir. So a special note, gratitude to all the chairpersons, program chairs, faculty members, administrative staff, ICTS team, student volunteers, and every member of the organizing team whose hard work and commitment made this program a grand success. So next, to our dear parents, thank you for the confidence that you have placed in Amrita. We cherish your trust and looking forward to partnering with you in shaping the futures of your children. So thank you so much. As our students begins this new journey, may they uphold the values of integrity, compassion, humility, and excellence that defines a spirit of Amrita. So with a sincere gratitude to everyone who made this occasion memorable, I conclude my oath of thanks. Thank you once again for this opportunity, and Om Namah Shivaya. May Amma grace always guide us. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavattu. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone, for being patient throughout the event. And now let us formally conclude the inaugural session of SWAGATHAM 2026 with Shanti Mantra followed by National Anthem. I call upon Neha and Mercy for the Shanti Mantra. I request everyone to rise.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
This brings us to the formal end of SWAGATHAM 2026. Thank you all. I request everyone to remain in their places while the dignitaries leave the venue.